Belle Kishner, also known as Belle Delphine, is probably one of the most smartest people out there in YouTube culture right now, and what with the media picking up on a recent sale of questionable substance, it sent what would be just another e-girl into the stratosphere. And now, you cannot go without hearing that one name that will follow you around.
Belle Delphine. Belle Delphine.
Belle Delphine.
Belle Delphine.
Belle Delphine.
Belle Delphine.
Belle Delphine. Belle Delphine.
Belle Delphine.
Belle Delphine.
Belle Delphine.
Belle Delphine. Belle Delphine.
Over 50 people had reportedly contracted herpes after drinking Instagram star Belle Delphine's bathwater.
Belle was born in 1999 in South Africa and worked primarily as a barrister and waitress from the age of 13. She mentions it on her Instagram that she's worked plenty of real jobs in the past, even going so far as to be a nanny for her neighbours' children, often working late hours. She brings most of these facts up via the comment section of her now defunct Instagram account, as a direct result to a lot of the negative attention she got and continues to get. Whether or not the negative attention is justified or not is something that we'll visit in this video, but from what has already become very clear, the internet cannot get enough of Belle.
If you don't know who Belle Delphine is, she's being talked about a lot recently because she started a Pornhub account and she's not uploaded any pornos to it, which is fine. She tricked everyone. I don't give a shit about that. But that incident led me to her Instagram where I've spent kind of Monday to Thursday lurking.
She's got basically like these slaves on Patreon and these ridiculous tier lists where people, like if you donate $100 to her on Patreon, she gives you her premium Snapchat.
Fuck the small talk, mate. I've got something big for you.
Right, okay.
2 words. Belle Delphine.
See, I've seen this name crop up, mate. I've not got a clue. What is it?
Okay, right. Layman's terms, yeah. Imagine Ollie White.
Yeah.
Grows some tits.
Yeah.
Sells his own bathwater, 30 quid. What are you saying?
I'd be fuming, Jordan.
It's an interesting thing to note that a lot of who she is as a person is shrouded in a high level of mystery, because there are quite a lot of conflicting information out there about Belle. The facts in this video only came from her, and whether or not she is accurate about that is another story. I mean, sure, the UK allows people to enter full-time work from the legal school leaving age, which is 16, so the barrister story checks out. But the campervan story and other jobs that she has worked as are only as good as her word, so they need to be taken with a grain of salt. Although it was the campervan story, a story where she mentioned saving up to buy a campervan to tour France, that she said was the starting point for her wanting to look into modelling online full time. It was when she turned 18 that she really delved into the not safe for work side of her business, which is where her fame and career really took off. It's where Belle Delphine had unexpectedly stumbled across a gold mine in terms of cash flow, by figuring out pretty quickly that no matter how much there is out there on the internet in the realms of pornographic material, so long as you have the looks, you can easily obtain cash and start a business. Indeed, Bottle Donkey had managed to rack up an unprecedented 4,227 plus patrons, which is worth more than $500,000 at time of recording. And while there has been disdain for this sort of behaviour, you must ask yourself where this sort of thing comes from, because any good business sees a market and caters for it, and whilst we all see it as weird, we're talking about it, which speaks volumes. Indeed, Babel Doorbell has been so successful in what she does, and her reach, that she has hit news articles, podcasts, had YouTuber after YouTuber make videos on her, all the while increasing her bank balance as she becomes more and more famous in her own craft. Things really hit their pinnacle when it came to selling one of her most popular and controversial products ever, Gamer Girl bathwater. I am now selling my bathwater for all you thirsty gamer boys, she writes to Instagram holding a small jar adorned with sticker for authenticity. And in minutes the product sold out, attracting even more attention to Belle and her services. Speaking to the Metro newspaper in the UK, Belle mentioned that whilst this business has been lucrative, it's also been horrifically eye-opening about the people who exist out there who are consuming these products. And when I say consuming, I very much mean consuming. I have had a bunch of odd requests. Some have asked me to spit in the water, pee in it, and requested the water to come off my body and drip in the bottle from certain areas, she adds. Honestly, with the kind of messages that I get daily, these requests don't weird me out anymore. Indeed, these customers are paying. And as Belle mentioned, if you're prepared to look past that, money is money. And depending on your conscience and how clean it really is, you may or may not be able to just ignore the fact that this is what happens. And, truth be told, with the number of baths that she takes and creates said product, Belle Dinkleton's conscience may just be one of the cleanest. To quote good friend and editor Biodegradable,
"It had always been Belle's dream to exploit the desperation of thirsty losers on the internet with minimum effort for maximum profit." Thirsty being the operative word though, as many would find the results not particularly worth drinking.
and it does sum up the whole story very well. Indeed, there is a market for it, that while you could have argued is niche, and will continue to be niche, the attention that Beef garnered for herself over the last few months has only inflated her position, fame, and bank balance, even if people are buying it ironically or are depraved enough to do so unironically. And that sums up YouTubers in general, most namely commentary channels. I've seen comment after comment and video after video ripping into Belle for her work, and truth be told, I'm happy she's reached a position where she can get money for doing what she wants to do. Yes, it's weird, yes, it's disgusting, but yes, it's profitable, and so long as Belle is enjoying what she's doing, then all the more power to her, because just like with every advertisement, the less you pay attention to it, the less effective it is, and the faster it goes away. And when you work a 9-to-5 job, earning very little money, and someone taps into a market, and makes more money than most could ever dream of, it's no wonder why there are so many negative comments out there, and so many unhappy people.
Bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow. I'm not a cat. I don't say meow. Bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow. And they feed me real good. It's an honor. For the cheesesteak on the net order. Chili cheese fries as a starter. Got the steroids keeping me strong.